Hi guys, welcome to the shed. I'm here, I've got my 2005 model Hilux. It's a 3 litre diesel. I'm just going to do an oil change on it today. So I'm just going to drop the oil out, put some fresh oil in, new filter. I'm going to run some oil flush because this car has 280,000 Ks on the clock, which isn't bad for a diesel, but most diesels sludge up, the oil gets really black and tarry. So I'm just going to run the oil flush just to let it flow through a little bit better, give it a bit of a clean out. And then I'll run you through just roughly what I'm doing with it. It's pretty basic, it's an oil change, but servicing at this amount of Ks that I've got on the car, it's pretty important just to get the most amount of life out of the car. I'll run you through just what I bought here. Righto, so this is what I bought. I just bought 10 litres of 15W40 oil, some engine oil flush, an oil filter, a funnel and a container to catch the oil in, and I'll just get some of this diesel injector cleaner as well, and just a couple of tools here to help me do the job. Righto, so I've jacked up the car, just supported it with some jack stands. I'll show you where the oil sump plug is on these, tucked up behind a little bit. So it's just in between here. There it is. So I'll just run my pan directly underneath it and let the oil out. So just before I undo the sump plug, I'm just going to crack this, just the engine oil cap. I'll just leave that sitting up there just so it can breathe. So from memory, I think this is a 14mm. Yep, so 14mm socket. I'll just undo that. Oh, so it turns out I'm getting one step ahead of myself. Engine flush. Got to put that in first. I think on here it says just let it idle for 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. So I'll put this in and I'll let it idle for 10 minutes before I drain the sump. Cap quickly back on, and I'll let it idle. Righto, so the engine flush has been run through for about 15 minutes. I'll drain the oil now. Righto, so that's also the difference when you run that oil flush. See how smooth the oil runs through? Yeah, that'll help it drain quicker and get all that sludge out. Righto, that kit comes with a little tool to help you get the oil filter off too. So the oil filter is just down here. Yeah, that'll make it a lot easier to crack it loose. Got it loose with that tool. Now it's just hand tight. I'll just take it out. Try not to spill too much oil. There we go. Right, so there's the old filter out. The new filter, I'm just going to whack that in before I top it back up with oil. I only do these up just hand tight, just so it makes it easier to get off the next time. Righto, new filter's in. Now I'll just put the old sump plug back in. It's always a messy job doing this. Alright, so that's on hand tight just to stop it from dripping a little bit because it was still dripping. So just another thing that I do, I just get degreaser or a contact cleaner or something, can just spray around where all that oil's dripped down because I don't like excess oil building up dirt for the next time. Keep it nice and clean. Just wipe it down with a rag, so I'm just going to do that now. Righto, so this takes 6.9 litres. I'm just going to top it up with, put half of this in first, check the oil level, and then go again. Alright, that's pretty close to half. Now I'll check the oil level, give it a minute. Righto, before I check the oil, I'm just gonna take these stands out and get it back on level ground. Righto, so could probably use a little bit more. I might put another litre in. Alright. Righto, so the dipstick says that it's pretty much full, so I'll trust it, but I'll let the car idle for a few minutes, let that oil run through, and then I'll check it again. While I'm waiting for that oil level just to settle to get a proper reading on the dipstick, I'm just going to put this diesel injector cleaner in. It takes 100 ml per 100 litres, so I know there's about 75 litres in this at the moment, so I'll put 75 ml. So yeah, well, that's definitely a bit more than 75 ml, but I don't think it's going to matter today. You can always put more fuel in. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I hope like that helped a little bit. Probably not. But yeah, so that was an oil change on the 05 Hilux. So I just wanted to let you guys know I've got a few more videos that I want to do in the future. Hopefully I can get them out to you soon. I want to try to do them all in the next few weeks whenever I get spare time. So, you know, I've got bits and pieces, you know, battery isolator. Over here I've got some shackles and spacers, coil spacers. But yeah, there's a few other things. I've got a snorkel, got some other bits and pieces that I want to show you guys. So I might make this part 1 to my part series on my Hilux. Check out my other video. I got a toolbox build and some other things that I've done in the past. Check them out. Let me know how, if you like the videos, like, subscribe, all that stuff. But I hope you've learnt something. Peace out. See you in the next one.